Hello everybody, my name is Zeus, welcome to another Debunk. Today we're doing the Red Web investigation and subsequent trying to debunk stuff, but yeah, this is taken on their YouTube channel Red Web, which was the analysis of their investigation of Yorktown Memorial Hospital. I apologize. They did do the original. I'll give links to both because we'll go through both of them. Because they just showed you it right. They'll show you it right here. They'll explain what's happening. We'll go through the premise and we'll go through it bit by bit. We'll then bring it up on the big screen and I'll explain maybe what I think is happening because I've gone through it quite a few times. Also, I have a few questions that we'll get in there afterwards. And if Red Web, leave a comment or whatever, because I have tried to reach out through Patreon and Discord and I haven't got a response. So that's fair enough. That's their own prerogative, right? And yeah, we'll watch it and we'll see what we think, shall we?
13:55, when Shane goes around the corner, Trevor looks back toward the doorway where the purple outline is being detected. On the left of the door is a small window. They have some more, but I'll kind of leave it at that. And then I have some additional context from my and Dennis's and Shane's perspectives after you watch it for a couple times.
I just glanced at the chat, as I do. Dennis says, "This is the big one, y'all. Buckle up." What?
What does it mean?
Okay. So
It means someone's excited in bed.
remember filming this, and just to give you some spatial awareness, this is the opposite direction. So 180 from what we're looking at now is down the hallway to the door that someone thought was open. This is where they were telling us about the Shadow Alfredo, the mimic.
Yeah.
I'm looking back now at the chapel. That's what's ahead of me. That's where I'm at. The timestamp given to us comes in about 6 seconds or so. All right, let's see what happens.
You're just picking up stuff, right?
It's very possible.
It's just being, just finicky.
But see, look, it nails Shane.
Okay, Shane. Going around the corner, being brave,
Oh.
man.
Whoa!
And there it was. I don't know if you saw it on the screen that you saw here, but allegedly there was a face there. So if we now bring this up into the big screen. So here we are, big screen. Pay attention to the window, effectively. You'll be able to see what they mean. They go into zoom in after all of this, and we'll go into that as well, see what I think is happening. But just keep an eye on everything around you here as well, because I can immediately tell you that there's going to be a trick of the light here. Because it looks like, and no offense to these guys, I don't know what the Yorktown Memorial Hospital is supposed to look like, but it looks like an absolute dump. You can see over here, there's a painted wall, like half down here, non-painted wall up here with what looks like to be streaks of stuff, like dust maybe. Another bit here with like plaster wall here, not properly painted wall here. It's the same on this side, not properly painted in places. You can see the door is flaking off in places here. And it looks like that behind this door there's another door open. You can see that. And that looks like it's not painted in places. It would be like this door here, which is not painted in places. Because right now you could be like, oh, this, if you weren't paying attention, you didn't know this is a door, and you know, this is the first thing you saw. I'd be like, oh, this is a body. This is someone leaning out right here. It's clearly not, but it's worth paying that attention, because I reckon that what is happening is a bit of a trick of the light, a bit of an illusion, and also something that is known in the world as pareidolia, which is basically your mind is programmed to see faces, even if there's not one there, right? Like if you look into the clouds, you sometimes see, oh look, that looks like a face, oh my gosh, this looks like Jesus in my toast or whatever. There's no face there. It's just some patterns that vaguely look like a face. Your brain just puts the pieces together and goes, oh my god, face, It's just a thing. And yeah, I think it's A, light doing some weird stuff, B, the weird paint doing some weird stuff, and C, the pixelation of whatever ghost tube is doing weird stuff. Because I'm going to be honest, you have a professional camera, and this doesn't look like a professional camera viewpoint. This looks like it's taken on a phone. And I know phones are really good nowadays, they're like insanely good nowadays. I have a Google Pixel, a Pixel 8 Pro, because I got the 8 Pro when it came out. And I was like, oh, that's really cool. It's got a really nice camera. It does some really good stuff. And I would say that even during nighttime, if I stuck a night vision on, it'll probably look about like this. It'll look pretty grainy in places, pretty poor in places. But yeah, and God knows what GhostTube is and what their camera's like. I haven't got GhostTube. Maybe I should download it and have a look and see what the camera quality is like. I haven't gone that far because I don't really want some malware on my phone if it is potential malware. This is allegedly. I don't fucking know. I don't really care. But yeah, it's what I think is just a bunch of weird circumstances happening at once. So it's actually a really cool capture. I'll give them that. It's an unbelievably good capture. Okay, before they actually press play, you can actually probably just about see it right now, because this is apparently taken 6 seconds before the actual timestamp, which we will go to in the actual video. But you can actually see from this viewpoint here with the unpainted wall or door or whatever this is, there's a bit there, there's a bit down here, there's a bits of flakiness happening around the door, and it just looks like, even from this shot, that there's a face right there. You can just about see it. I don't think it's a face. I think it's just a lot of paint, a lot of shining of light.
You know, just finicky.
But see,
Right?
it's very possible.
It's just being just
Oh,
finicky.
that's kind of weird, though. I can't explain that. I mean, let's get into the zoomed in, because they do a zoomed in thing, because I kind of didn't see that originally. It looks like someone just went and did this. They just like that. It looks like that happened, but I kind of want to see if they have a zoomed in version at some point, because... Oh, they do have a zoomed in version. That's brilliant. Okay, that's fantastic. As if not, I'm going to have to download this and put it in my editor. But yeah, you can see what I mean. There's a bit of unpainted wall there. It looks like the door is kind of there because the door's here, so it will probably end about here. So therefore, there'll be unpainted wall or something like a doorknob here, maybe. And that's causing the problem.
Oh,
And it kind of moves.
Oh, the fact that it moves, bro!
Oh!
That's weird. Run that back.
It does look like it's moving, but it also looks like it is moving with the camera. Let's go to use the original, because I don't want to keep using their reactions. Give me a second. We'll go to the original. Okay, so here we are. We're in the original without their reaction, because, no offense, but I found their reaction a bit OTT. Yeah, that's my own opinion, and you're entitled to your opinion if you like them. I like these guys. They're quite funny, but their reactions seem a bit OTT, especially when it comes to radio communication later with whatever device they're using. But it seems like radio communication, you can get fucking lucky, you know? It's just a thing. But it looks like if we go frame by frame, it is in the original a lot clearer, to be fair, because well, not a lot clearer, it's a bit weirder. But you can see the pixelation. You can see everything, really. And how weird it looks. It just looks awful. Maybe we should use their zoomed in version after this. And we'll go through the zoomed in version bit by bit. But it looks like... It does look like something does this. As the camera pans down. Which I can only assume is the light of what I assume to be an infrared light. Panning down, creating what would be the... window to go up or down, whatever way it goes in perspective, with the white paint that is below that now beginning to show where the cracks of the old paint wasn't, so it makes it look like this effectively. If that makes sense, I don't know, but I don't think it does, to be fair, but that's an explanation. But I just think it's weird pareidolia, and I think that there's like a smudge on that window, because it looks like there's already a thing doing that in the window before they even reacted to it. I'll be honest. I mean, again, it's a cool capture. I think... Does it actually go shush? I mean, it disappears there. You can't even see it at that point. It's like one frame there, one frame not. I mean, I don't think this is fake. I think this is actually there. I mean, it kind of looks like that without the light there. The window looks dirty as shit. I mean, I don't know how clean this place is or how abandoned this place is, but it looks like it hasn't been cleaned in a while. And maybe it's the case of the window that it hasn't been cleaned in a while. It looks intact from the reflection. And they do go on later to say that they did check it and it did look intact. But it looks like that when the light goes from here, like completely, it goes. Like it's not there. So I reckon it's actually probably a smudge as well. Like there's a smudge, pixelation, paint missing from the door, which clearly is one back there. And this is the edge of this door, which it doesn't look like. But that's the edge of another door. And it looks like it's also mispainted like this one is on the right. And I think it's just a bit of that. Pareidolia, light problems, whatever phone this is causing a pixelation. My guess is an iPhone. I don't know. It's the most popular phone in the world. Most likely an iPhone. So therefore, if it is an iPhone, I wouldn't even be able to download GhostTube because I have an Android. But who knows if it's even available on Android. But yeah, I think it's an interesting capture. And it is weird because even if they go and say, oh yeah, we got it on Patreon, the full walkthrough of this place, and I'm not going to subscribe to the Patreon just to have a look through the walkthrough. I'm not going to do that. I've tried my best to look through pictures of this place as much as I could to see if this appears in any other photo. I couldn't personally find it. I couldn't personally find anyone going in this sort of area on video or on picture. So I don't know if this is a common occurrence. It's definitely a cool capture.
I'm trying desperately to like.
Shut up.
Up stuff, right?
It's very possible.
Right there.
God, that looks
The
menacing.
face.
I mean, it does look like it. I mean, to be fair, it's not moving here, and it does look like it's doing this. I'm actually honestly not entirely sure what's causing that because it doesn't. Oh, maybe I'm just thinking this through. Can we go back? At what point does it go up? Does that actually even go up? And are we just misseeing it? Because I'm wondering if it's like something falling from the ceiling, coming down. We can't see it at any point. Catches the light here, but makes it look like it's going up. That wouldn't make sense. Is it a moth? Probably not, because the moth would probably be way closer to the IR light, in my opinion. Yeah, that's a weird one. I actually don't know about that one. But at first I was like, oh, it's surely Pareidolia, the paint missing from the door, because there's clearly paint missing from the door. You can actually clearly see that that's a door now. Yeah, I still think there's paint missing, because I think the door would go all the way to about here. And then, I don't know, the line, you can see that. So this is wall with paint missing. I think a lot of it is, but I think it's mostly smudge and pixelation making it look weird. I wish they played it in zoomed out without them stopping every 5 seconds. Do they do that?
God, it looked. Oh, it's blinking now.
Is it?
Like teeth.
Like I see these as like the cheeks.
Yep.
Like you're saying, like smiles, but the cheeks.
I mean, you can see why they say that. It does look like that. But if you pay attention to the right-hand side where the pixelation is zoomed in, does that not look like a face? Does that not look like a face? That looks like a face right there. Look, it's an eye, cheek, nose. The more you zoom in, the more pixelated it gets. It's definitely Pareidolia. But there's this weird glint here, which is probably, and it's my guess, one of the camera's IR lights. That's my guess.
So I don't know what I was seeing before. Let me go frame by frame again. Oh,
I mean, yeah, it stopped blinking there, frame by frame. But you also moved frame by frame.
God, it looked. Oh, it's blink.
It's not blinking. I think it's just you moved. Actually, I don't know. Did it look like it blinking? Don't think so.
Oh.
I guess there it kind of looked like it winked. But at the same time, did you move? Hard to tell if you moved, because you're doing frame by frame. But I think you moved at the same time.
Oh, it's blinking now. Why couldn't I see it
I mean, it's blinking now because your camera is shaking. I don't think it's blinking.
before?
Yeah.
What was I seeing before? I saw
don't
like
know.
now.
Now that's where it goes up. What is that? It's going up.
Now I hate.
Yeah.
I was like locked in. So
Yeah.
these two cheeks.
Yeah, this is worse.
I saw that as like a really like a cheeks.
You see the eyes blink, and you see it look like it moves its mouth. It looks like it bares its teeth.
Does it? Don't think so.
You see the eyes blink, and you see it look like it moves its mouth.
I don't think it is. I think it's just the camera moving.
It looks like it bares its teeth.
I mean, it doesn't look like anything in this frame. I'll be honest with you. I mean, to be fair, they look like they're having a genuine reaction. I don't think they actually noticed this at the time, and it would have been hard to replicate this because by the time you probably would have figured it out, checked the cameras, it would have been later in the night, probably coming up to dawn, right? Because you for some reason ghosts only come out at night, which is ridiculous, but sure. I mean, that if I was dead and I was a ghost, I'd be asleep, and I'd be really pissed off if you were just, there filming, I'll be like, dude, I'm trying to sleep. I mean, it's gone in that picture though. To be fair, in that picture you can kind of see something there. There's a corner of something, there's a darkness shade here, there's another darkness shade here. It does look like there's a thing here as well, which I think is just what we're seeing. It's just that, and it's just the light is capturing it in such a perfect place that we're just seeing a face, and our brains are programmed to see it. So I don't think it's anything but a trick of the light, pixelation from a shitty phone app or an iPhone, which isn't great, I mean, it's better than old days. And the fact that we're now zoomed in and it just makes it look even worse, which is not your fault. Maybe you don't know that's a fact, but it is with phone cameras, unfortunately. It just makes things look like this. It's just awful. I would love to see if your professional camera also caught this shot, because then if that also caught this specific window at roughly the same time, or like a few moments later, and it shone its light through there, just to see what was behind there, see if we're right with the probably missing paint, pixelation, and the shadows of everything, because it does look like it is just a trickle of light, pixelation, the fact you're moving around and not exactly stable, you're like shaking everywhere, I guess, because haunted, I don't know. But yeah, it's just everything is just, I think everything lined up in such a perfect way that it looked like a face, but I don't know what's causing that. That's the only thing I'm questioning, is I don't know what's causing this, effectively. Because I would understand if it was doing this, like if it was doing that, going down, I'd be like, oh yeah, that's just dust coming from the ceiling dropping down, making it look like going down or whatever, or a finger doing that. But it's doing this. And I was like, well, I guess if there's an air current or a breeze, it could push dust up in a direction, but I don't know if there was a breeze. I don't know if it would be windy at this time. I don't think you ever said it was. Could be wrong. Please, if there's any Redwood fans, confirm that they did or didn't say that. Yeah, I think that's what's going on. And even though it's a really cool capture, and it's honestly quite weird, but it's also quite cool that it's just our brains making something out that isn't there. Because right now, it's not there. So I guess it's less of a possibility that it is pareidolia, but at the same time, I think it is pareidolia, because the light is not quite on it. So the light has to probably be on it in a certain way, because look, it's off it right now. You see nothing. The light goes on it, it reappears again. So I'm just like, well, there must be smudges, pixelation, stuff like that. I think that's my best explanation. I don't know what's causing this. That's really genuinely weird. My guess is dust from air probably being blown through an old place that's clearly falling apart, because you can see it on the top left hand corner of the screen here that it's just falling down. Probably not the most airtight. That's probably fair. And the fact that you're recording this on a crappy phone app that I have no idea how it works. Also, your evidence of radio communication isn't evidence, let's be fair, because you could be lucky every now and then. With the SB7 Spirit Box, which I believe is just a white noise machine with going through radio frequencies, there is such a thing as just being lucky, and you could just get the right words at the right time with no coincidence. You know, it could actually come up with meaning every now and then. It's just, unfortunately, there are probably many radio stations in Yorktown or the Yorktown area that are probably broadcasting something, and you're probably going to get relatively meaningful answers at some point. I mean, you could say it's evidence in a way that it's just circumstantial and everything just lined up to be the right phrase at the right time, so on and so forth, with a name that probably wouldn't be broadcasted on radio or whatever at the time. Fair enough, you can have that opinion. I haven't seen it enough or know enough information about this place to confirm or deny any of the things that have done there. I wouldn't personally call it evidence, I'd call it circumstantial. Is it paranormal? Probably not, but you know, it's cool. I'd definitely say it's cool. I don't think anything that they've got in this video or the original, which I'll link both to again below, is faked in any way, shape or form. I think they overreact at some points, but I think I would also overreact in a dark place where I can't see anything and I hear a noise that I'm not really familiar with because I haven't been in the building for long. You know, if I hear a creak, you know, I'm like, oh shit, what was that? I mean, if I hear a creak in my house, I'm like, oh, that's my house settling. Wow. But yeah, I don't know. What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Did they actually catch a face, or is it just pareidolia like I think it is? Also subscribe to these two. These two are great. I subscribed to them when they started doing Red Web. They were great in Rooster Teeth. They're great now. I think these two deserve more really. But there we are. That's my take on the Yorktown Memorial Hospital. Bye for now. Ooh, this is a ghost here telling you to subscribe to my channel and check out the things on the left, which is probably going to be the original investigation of Yorktown and my previous debunk. Subscribe.